Hello. I have no idea how I'm gonna open this video, but hey, I haven't uploaded anything on YouTube regarding ADV or like Pokemon in general, basically, in months, I don't think. But in that time, I have been on the fucking grind. I've been killing it, dude. I've been fucking killing it. And you can see here, there's a lot of shit that I've made. And that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about my Superman team that I made for ladder. Because for the longest time, I was like, the idea of going over spikes is like the coolest shit ever. But I just couldn't make a team. I couldn't make a Superman team that fucking made sense. So I finally did. I finally did, and I learned how to play ADV well by doing it. And it was the craziest shit ever. So I'm just gonna get into how shit started. So I think I made this. I uploaded based on the names of these. I uploaded a video while I was high. I uploaded a high laddering video, I believe episode 4, trying to build Superman, and I went with this, and it sucked ass because this is basically just 6 random ass sets. I was using YOLO Scarm. I was using YOLO fucking Scarm. For the record, I'm high right now too. But instead of being high and clueless and trying to have fun in a game that I listen to a funny Australian guy talk about, this is now a game I know about. So I can describe things while I'm high, which is kind of fun. But yeah, so I just kind of slapped together whatever the fuck. And yeah, Shitty Superman by me, it was Shitty Superman. So I made that, and then months later, I'd been laddering with, where is it? I was doing draft league stuff, like, a long ass time ago. I made a bunch of other teams while I was high. Current most active threads on BBW Champ, BBW Draw. These were the most active. I think it's kind of funny. The Glorious BV Classic. Fucking... What was I looking for? I was looking for the first team I laddered with. ADV OU Chapter Liam Frank. I was laddering with this for a while, and this team isn't great, but there's like... And this is the funniest thing. This is how I learned to build teams, basically. My first experience with Pokemon was doing current gen draft, right? That was my first experience with competitive Pokemon. So I took my friend Chapter Liam's draft and I tried to recreate all of the roles that he filled with his Mons with ADV OU. So Zapdos is lead, pivoting, whatever. Tinglu is bulky not bulky Gyarados, bulky Metagross. Bulky mixed Metagross, mixed agility Metagross. I don't know what I was smoking here. This thing has no sweet potential. I don't know why it has agility, but it had agility because I thought that was funny. Palmot. Chow had Palmot. He used it for a rival blessing. So I was like, you know what? My utility Gengar, Palmot, right? And then Iron Bundle to outspeed things. Here's Doug. You outspeed. You trap. I don't know. Dragapult. Here's your boosting win condition. And that Hatterene. It's a psychic type. I don't fucking know. And it's this will be relevant later. It's Wish CM Jirachi. I fucking love this set. Anyway, so that's basically the first team I ever put together that actually made sense for Gen 3 OU. And I was laddering a bit with this. I think I peaked somewhere in the 1300s or something, so it wasn't great. It's not a great team. I think there's probably a lot of things I could go through and like fix about it now that I know more, but I'm not going to do that now because what I followed that team up with is motherfucking this shit right here. Okay. So I followed it up by making real Superman. So Shitty Superman was my high laddering attempt when I was just fucking around. Superman attempt number 2 is now that I've actually kind of like built a team with structure, I tried to put something together. And this one also just sucked dick. Like I barely remember using this, but it wasn't very successful. I think the big thing the big thing I realized about Superman, oh, and the Super man, ha ha ha. All of my other Superman teams have this format because I think it's funny. Man in the back. Um, Looking at this now, there are some concepts that I took. Wish Jirachi has been along for the ride the whole time. That doesn't go away. That doesn't go away at all. Skarmory is standard Skarmory. You can't go wrong with standard Skarmory. And Aerodactyl. You know you gotta have Arrow in the back for Superman. So those three stay relatively the same. These two stay exactly the same. Everything else changes up a lot. So Superman attempt number 3 is the first real Superman attempt I made, and I think it's better. I think it's better. So you have T-Tar with Fire Blast because I realized I need something to hit Skarm, right? So I'm leading with T-Tar because I'm thinking just, sand as quickly as possible. Sand as quickly as possible. So you lead T-Tar, you have Fire Blast to deal with Skarmory, you have HP Grass to deal with Swampert, Rock Slide, Focus Punch. So we went from, I think I was just running Bulky Tar on the other team. We went from Bulky Tar to Mixed Tar. Fire Blast, HP Grass, Rock Slide, Focus Punch. Focus Punch, you nail him on the switch, right? Rock Slide, you front and Zapdos, Fire Blast, Skarm. I guess if Swampert's there for some reason, you can do HP Grass or like some random water type lead. You have options, right? This is a pretty good lead set, I think. So I was like, you know what? We'll go with that. And the other team, right, had Bulky Tar. And I think this is just me thinking more about like what T-Tar is good for the situation versus what T-Tar would I prefer to use. Because I do like bulky attackers. Bulky attackers are fun. Skarmory's the same. Skarmory's Skarmory. You gotta have Skarmory, right? The entire point of Superman is stay above the opponent's spikes. Establish your own. Chip them. It's like a fast-paced TSS, right? Semi got Jirachi. Again, Wish Combine Jirachi. This set's just so much fun. Wish Protect is probably better. You get more consistent results, right? 60% body slam, paralysis chance. It's pretty safe to just Wish Protect, heal up against a lot of the meta. So that's definitely like the most common Wish Jirachi and probably what you should use on most teams, especially like slower pace stuff. But this is such a fun team. Not team. This is such a fun set. The Smogon page for this, which most of these I'll point out when I do things that are different than what Smogon does. But I think the best way to team build is to you got to think about what mons work well together, but you also have to think about like sets and stuff, but you don't actually have to think about it that much because if you just go to Smogon, you can find so many good sets. And they all just have like a quick description of what the set does, what the EVs are intended for, what you could change if you want to do certain things. It lists like checks and counters and like what you beat and like who would be like good partners. There's so much information on what Pokemon do, so you can build if you're willing to read, which I think you should be willing to read and like educate yourself. You can do a lot. It's pretty great. So Smogon page. Anyway, the point of mentioning that, right? Point of mentioning that uses Thunder over Thunderbolt, and that's because Thunder has the 30% paralysis chance. So you have a better chance when you hit. Like it's Serene Grace, that's a 60% para chance if you hit, but it's also only 70% accurate. And especially as I've come to find, right, Jirachi ends up being a backup win condition for this team oftentimes because you can just like Bolt Beam coverage plus Calm Mind, right? Plus you can heal yourself. It's like I guess it's like in newer games almost, like Salamence running like Roost DD. It's like that vibe, kinda, not really, but you know what I mean, right? This thing can be impossible to fucking stop if it gets going. It's just kind of difficult to get going a little bit. But But yeah, so I wanted Thunderbolt over Thunder just for the consistency, just if I had to use this thing in like a late game situation. I really don't like inaccurate moves, it's annoying. Plus, if you do the math, I'm gonna literally open up a tab and do math. 0.7% chance to hit plus 0.6% chance to pair, so that's a 0.42 chance. I guess that's still a lot higher than 0.2 on T-Bolt, but still, it's not actually like you're still not paralyzing them a good amount of the time if you're just straight fucking missing the attack. Like, that sucks ass, dude. That sucks ass. I don't want to deal with that. So we do Thunderbolt. Let me put Thunderbolt back on this. Flygon. So Flygon is the first entirely new member here. And I was just thinking, I wanted to use... The last one I had Moltres and Gengar instead of Flygon and Zapdos, right? And I think the idea behind Moltres was this is how I deal with Skarm, which is why I now have Fire Blast on T-Tar, because it's just better. Like I need more. If I'm not gonna threaten Skarmory with something like Moltres that it just has to like leave against, right? I need like coverage for Skarm. So I have Fire Blast here, I have T-Bolt here. Nothing here, but you know. That might change, ... But yeah, so I just used basic offensive Flygon set. And it's pretty big because the old team, if you notice, that shit sucked into fucking T-Bolt, dude. I'm actually just thinking about this. It never hit me until like right now. Everything gets hit for at least neutral by T-Bolt. Like, this team is some fucking ass in the T-Bolt, dude. That's kind of disastrous. Here you have, Superman have 3. You have something immune to T-Bolt, and that's kind of huge. So, yeah, you need Flygon. You really need Flygon if you're doing Superman. Or you do, like... I don't know, Superman's really weird and restrictive. I guess there's probably... You could probably do Superman with, like, a bulky Swampert somehow? But... Like I'm thinking like T-Tar, Swampert, Skarmory, Moltres, Aerodactyl in the back. I don't know. You could do something. You do something that would maybe make sense, kinda. But yeah, I don't know. Flygon being electric immune is fucking huge. Is the big thing. I guess you could do Jolteon. It's hard because you're 2 grounded mons. You really want something with like some sort of longevity, which is why you almost always see you need Tar for the sand, and then you always see either Jirachi or Blissey with it, right? Like it's really hard to do anything but that. So Flygon kind of has to be there if you want to stand a chance against electric moves, right? So Flygon's huge. The fact that I didn't have Flygon on the attempt number 2, the first real attempt, right? That was massive mistake, massive mistake. But yeah, and this is just the sample set because I knew I needed Flygon, but I didn't quite understand where Flygon was good. And I figured, you know, offensive Flygon, hit things, stab EQ is really good, especially since you're like a massive tar check. But I think that the other team didn't really have a great tar check. You kind of just have to 1v1 it. Yeah, now that I'm like an experienced-ish player, I kind of am realizing the holes. But yeah, no, so this thing beats electric, beats tar. And I kind of knew that reading about it, but I just wasn't sure what set is like good on it, besides obviously rock slide coverage, EQ stab. Right, that goes crazy. So I was like, you know what, substitute, you can't go wrong with substitute. Just went with offensive Flygon, and that's that. They may have listed different options for hidden power, but I went with hidden power bug because Celebi is a fucking menace, dude. Celebi's a menace. You want to hit Celebi, and if you're also hitting like random tar that switches in, Starmie, you hit Jirachi for I guess you already hit Jirachi with Earthquake, but like you hit a bunch of random switch-ins for neutral or better. with Hidden Power Bug, and you fuck up Psychics, and you fuck up Celebi really, really hard. Like, yeah, I don't know. I like Hidden Power Bug a lot as a move, and I wanted it somewhere. Because Aerodactyl also still has Hidden Power Bug. I didn't change anything about Aerodactyl from Attempt 2. So Aerodactyl's the same. And then Zapdos. Zapdos is the other new mon. Um, and I went with bulky Zapdos because I was just reading random flying mons. I was like, how the fuck does this team like live, right? And bulky Zapdos is a lot of it. Bulky Zapdos is like the only bulky mon here that is not weak to EQ. So like that's kind of huge, right? So you're not weak to EQ. You can take hits. Um, this Zapdos set, these EVs, even with not much in defense, just the high SPDEF with the nature and full HP EVs, you live a lot. Like there are a number of rock slides that are 3-hit KOs. Other T-bolts, like you can 1v1 a bunch of different. You at least go even with basically every other Zapdos set because your T-bolt's not doing as much, but their T-bolt's not doing as much to you because you're fat as fuck. So, like it evens out, right? Um, so yeah, but Spadef Zapdos, T-Bolt, Roar, Rest, Thunderwave. I believe this was some permutation of one of the sample sets it gave, right? You want Rest to be able to heal back up because especially if you're not running Blissey on Superman, right? You need the ability to heal, right? Blissey or something with Wish, which I have Wish. I have Wish. The nice thing about Wish is it can help me sweep myself, or I can just heal any of these motherfuckers too, right? But yeah, you just want it because recovery is nice for something that's really just trying to status and wall. Thunderwave just makes sense as a status, right? You slow down other stuff. Um, Roar phases, I guess, and rest, right? And then T-Bolt, because what is Moltres without T-Bolt? But yeah, this thing is really nice, just as like an emergency check. Like this is basically my emergency check mod. Like usually ends up being Zapdos, and if not Zapdos, like T-Tar, right? Because I know Zapdos can switch in on a lot and take a hit, and I know T-Tar can switch in on certain things. I feel like Zapdos switches into more better, but T-Tar is more expendable in some situations. I mean, T-Tar's not expendable, but it's a lead for a reason, right? I want the sand, and then after that, depending on what the team comp is, sometimes there's just not much more use for Tar. It's done its job. But yeah, anyway, that's the idea, right? Lead Tar, beat out most of what they have, switch into Skarmory if something threatens Tar, or maybe switch into Zapdos. But I shouldn't even be talking about this. I shouldn't even be talking about this because I didn't have this much of that much of a game plan in my head when I made this version. Every other version, this is the first version I started seeing like decent success with on the ladder. So I just started making different versions of it, and it just got better. So if we go to attempt 3.5, this is the big thing. Tyranitar has become Pursuit Tar because I didn't realize how fucking obnoxiously good Pursuit Tar is. Pursuit Tar, it either like if it feels kind of hit or miss, I guess, where it either doesn't do much or it does like the world. But in situations where it doesn't do much, it's like common situations where Tyranitar kind of gets fucked over and doesn't do much. Like you get trapped by Doug or something, or you get like I don't know, you get bad switching on an EQ when you're at low health. You switch into a T-Wave and you don't have Lum or whatever, right? There's a lot of situations where Tyranitar can get fucked. And it doesn't feel like overly out of place when Pursuit Tar gets fucked over. But it does sometimes. It doesn't do everything. It doesn't do everything in every game. But in most games, it feels like in most games where you play it well. It feels like it carries the world, right? Pursuit and Crunch, like, so before version 3 didn't really have a Gengar check. This is what you do against Gengar. You have Pursuit Tar, which is like the ultimate thing against Gengar. But it also like Crunch is crazy, dude. Like Crunch, you beat Gengar, you beat Starmie, you do a lot to Celebi, and depending on the situation, you can check it or even like just get rid of it, right? Do a lot to Claydol. Claydol is definitely better against Tar than Tar is against it, but Pursuit Tar can put up a fight and like win sometimes, right? Like Pursuit Tar is fucking good. And then you have Fire Blast still for Skarmory, which I think is hitting harder. Is it? Yeah, I was Timid Tar. I was trying to outspeed stuff on the lead matchup. I didn't realize that sometimes you can just be bulky and that's good enough. But yeah. So Fire Blast is hitting Skarm harder, and when I say harder, I mean that thing's doing like 80%. It feels like, right? Um, and you always catch them too, because I feel like they always expect like a fast tar lead. Like I don't know, some people expect mixed tar, but you never know exactly what the coverage is, so some people gamble with keeping Skarman, and then other people are just like, oh, they'll rock slide, and then you get hit by Fire Blast, and it's like a tough situation, right? Fire Blast is great though. HP Grass still for Swampert. Um, because yeah, and this is a big problem with the original team, and I'm not sure if it's still a problem here. We'll see exactly when I get to one mod. But the original team, the only thing I had that hit Swampert was Tyranitar, and Swampert wins those. Even if you have HP Grass on Tar, Swampert usually wins those, and it's especially bad now that I'm not a Tar that outspeeds Pert, right? I'm a slow as fuck Tar, so offensive Pert are just gonna outspeed me. So this isn't great. That being said, it's a pretty good heads up. I've had so many times like lead Swampert, which is a weird as fuck thing to do, I think, but like lead Swampert versus lead Tyranitar, or they switch their lead into Swampert. If they switch their lead into Swampert, I usually get a crunch and then I can HP Grass them and it kills, and it's really fucking funny when it happens. But sometimes like it's just lead Swampert and HP Grass just one hits anyway because it's like offensive or something, right? And with I would get that with this team because I was faster than Swampert, right? But now I'm not, so it's like what the fuck. But there's still some times where it like works out. Like there's some Swamperts that are somehow not bulky at all, but not EV to outspeed Pursuit Tar. And Pursuit Tar, it's not that much investment, I don't think. Like 159 is not hard to beat. I don't know. But yeah, that's Tar. Let's move on to yes, it's literally just Skarmory. Skarmory is fucking goated, dude. Same sets on these. Jirachi's also crazy. You'll see. We're gonna watch replays. It's gonna be great. So here is where I started experimenting. Originally, I was using Substitute Flygon, right? But I felt like I wasn't getting, like I was getting pretty good stuff off of the Substitute, right? But I got hard like Flygon is EQ. EQ is the name of the game for Flygon, right? EQ does so much. But anything that fucking flies or levitates or anything, it's Struggle City. Because your attack stats okay, but it's not that good, especially since I always run speed. Always speed over attack. Maybe not always, but very, very often. Sometimes it's good to run like Adamant, like if you're not that concerned about outspeeding stuff, but as a base 100, right? Especially with these four motherfuckers, I don't want to rely on just Arrow for speed, right? So I need something fast. So base 100 Jolly Nature gets you there. So yeah, so I need something fast. So my concern was I just wasn't doing enough damage with Substitute Flagon, and they'd switch in something that that's immune to EQ, and then I'll just like sure I have a sub, but then my sub gets broken and my reward's like 15-20% on like something bulky, right? Like it just doesn't feel worth it. Like versus Skarmory, it was so bad. Like no, these three moves and Substitute do not hit Skarmory. So I was like, fuck it, Choice Band, so we can hit stuff harder that I can't EQ. I mean, I have to make plays. I have to like read it because choice bands like read weird switches and stuff. But you know, that's part of the fun. That's part of the mind game. Um, so fucking choice band. These three moves, hitting harder. Fire Blast for Skarmory, just to catch him unaware on the switch. Fire Blast. And Choice Band Flygon did me good. I like Choice Band Flygon. You'll see in the later versions of this team, I revert back to Substitute Flygon. But I had some fun with Choice Band Flygon. It's pretty good. I think it's underrated because I went on ladder with it and people are like, "What the fuck? This is like super old school tech." And I was like, "I literally didn't know that." But yeah, I don't know. It was fun. It was fun. Most Flygon now are defensive, I feel like. I think in one of the replays, I think it's offensive Flygon versus defensive Flygon. Because we're going to watch replays. It's going to be great. So that's Flygon. I just wanted to hit stuff harder. I needed Fire Blast because Skarmory would just sit on me. Which is fun, which means that I now have 4 Mons that fucking threaten Skarmory. It's really fun. It's really fun. But you need it. You like even if you're hovering above the spikes, Skarmory is such an annoying wall to deal with, and it just statuses all your shit. A team like this needs it, especially since I got rid of rest on fucking Spadef Zapdos, which sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but I was like, I need to hit more stuff. Like, I really felt like I wasn't. I felt like I was getting into rest range too easy because even though you can take a bunch of hits, like I said, you can like live Rock Slide as a 3-hit KO with Zapdos, but that's still a 3-hit KO. Like, you have to rest within 2 turns, and you might not outspeed because you're only EV'd to out like speed creep Tar, so you might have to like take a hit and then immediately rest, like, right, in a lot of situations. And then, like, you're getting flinched by Rock Slide. It's not a fun time, right? Like, I felt like I had to use rest very immediately, and since I didn't have sleep talk, it was just like, wow, now the enemy just stomps on me. It felt like a pace mismatch. So I was like, you know what? We need the bulk of Spadef Zapdos, but no fucking rest. I have Wish Rachi. If I need to wish it up, it's fine. Which... This is an interesting decision because I can still heal, right? Because I have Wish Jirachi. But if Jirachi dies first, I'm fucked. And now I have nothing, like nothing here is immune to status, right? Like, yes, there's stuff immune to status. Like, I can switch in Flygon on T-Wave. I can switch in one of my 2 steals on a Toxic. But like everything here gets whisked. Everything here gets slept. I don't have any natural cure to just like switch out and kind of play around status setters. And Rest Zapdos is like the one thing that could absorb and eliminate status. So I'm kind of fucked in that regard. I mean, Spadef Zapdos, that's probably why you probably run like Heal Bell Blissey with it. It's probably the play, right? But yeah, I don't know. Just thoughts. So I was like, I feel like it's a pace mismatch. T-Bolt, Roar, Toxic instead of T-Wave, because I realized that Aerodactyl already outspeeds everything, so if my win con primarily is going to be Aero, I don't think I need T-Wave necessarily. I think I'd rather have the residual damage. Especially because, also, without Toxic from Skarmory, this team is fucked into like Blissey, right? Or like Celebi, or things that just like sit on you for forever. Like, even with stuff like HP Bug, or whatever the hell. But yeah, this team had, like, nothing against Blissey. And Blissey doesn't really mind getting T-Waved, I don't think, too much. So I was like, you know what, Toxic just to do residual damage on natural cure stuff that would just sit there anyway. And it also helps deal with shit like Swampert, which again, I still only have HP Grass on Tar to deal with Swampert. Um, the Toxic. And then HP Ice, because I was thinking primarily Bolt Beam and beating early game Salamence. Which Jirachi's pretty alright in Salamence, but if it has EQ, it's not. And, yeah, I can live a Rock Slide, basically. I was thinking I want to live a Rock Slide, and then instead of... Sometimes, depending on the set, it's either a 2 or 3 hit with T-Bolt, it felt like. But instead of, like, basically trading with Ments, I wanted to, like, just straight beat Ments. That was the idea behind HP Ice. And then, yeah, an Aerodactyl. This is where I switched out HP Bug on Aerodactyl for HP Flying. Because even though this is kind of annoying in the Celebi, Hidden Power Flying still hits Celebi hard. It's Stab, so it's just generally gonna hit harder. I still have HP Bug Choice Band here. So I was like, you know what? That, and I'm bad in the fighters, too. Like, Fighting type lead is still a pain for, like, the final version of the team. Like, you really just have to switch in Zapdos and then deal with the Rock Slide coverage, basically. And you're not doing that much damage to them, and you don't want to Toxic them, because it's just annoying, So Arrow having HP Flying in the back to basically just own fighting types is pretty important, I think. Right. Emergency Hera check, emergency whatever the fuck check. Metacham. Yeah. So that's attempt 3.5. And then we hit, and this is, okay, no, there's two more. Oh, wait, no, wait. Yes, okay. I know what I'm gonna say. Sorry. Superman attempt 3.5 Ice Beam T-Tar. So this is 3.5 updated edition. I put Ice Beam on T-Tar, and I put HP Grass on Zapdos. Because I realized, you know, if I'm just straight up leading with Tar, instead of switching into Ments, I can just immediately threaten Ments. Which, stupid me, forgot that I am 159 speed and Ments probably has Brick Break. So, yeah, no, that doesn't work. Ice Beam does not last on Tar. Not on this. I think on Mixed Tar, it's probably pretty good. Because you're a bit faster. I mean, maybe... But you're still not going to outspeed most Ments sets, I don't think. I don't know, maybe if they try to go for like a greedy DD? Or like read something coming in, you hit them with an Ice Beam? I don't know. But I don't think that was the play. I think Pursuit Crunch, Fire Blast, HP Grass was the play. Because usually, right, you die to Ments Brick Break because your time's 4 weak. But usually, even though you're slower than Swampert, you can live a Surf or a Hydro or something and hit it with an HP Grass. And it won't kill, but it will get pretty damn close. It'll get pretty damn close, usually. Somewhere between, like... Or sometimes it'll OKO offensive. But more defensive, it's usually more, like, somewhere between, like, 10-20%. Anyway, that's Tar. Skarmory stays the same. Jirachi stays the same. Still using Band Flagon. And then, yeah, HP Grass instead on Zapdos, because Zapdos actually outspeeds... Yeah, Zapdos actually outspeeds Swampert. So this makes Zapdos goes from terrible versus Swampert to beating Swampert with this one move. So I think that was definitely a good play on my part. I think specifically giving HP Grass to Zapdos was a good play. I don't think Ice Beam was useful on Tyranitar, but that's the only difference. It's just Ice Beam T-Tar edition. I swapped their coverage. And then we get to the final version. For all intents and purposes, the final version. I updated it to 3.6 because I did a lot of different stuff. Double HP fuck. Double HP grass, not glass. There's no glass type. Minecraft ADV OU, and it's like the blocks or types like cobblestone type Pokemon. I I I'm a genius. Anyway. Oh, we have spoilers. Superman attempt 3.6, double HP grass, sub Flygon. So double HP grass, I now have, because I realized Ice Beam just wasn't doing anything for me with T-Tar. Although I guess it would allow me to 1v1 Flygon, but I feel like I'm... Actually, this team doesn't really have... It's not that great against Flygon. Or actually, it's good against defensive Flygon, because I think Skarmory just fucking sits on it because they run Toxic. Like, it can't do jack shit with defensive Flygon. I can just kind of wear it down. So yeah, that's cool. But, so yeah. So I guess it could have been like emergency Flygon check, but I don't know. I like HP Grass for the surprise factor more. And also because when you only have one Mon that deals with Swampert, right? Now I have like a Swampert answer-ish and another Swampert check if I need it, right? And then things that can take down Swampert if it's worn down, right? So I think overall having double HP Grass is vital to dealing with Swampert, and it makes Swampert go from being like very, very difficult to just annoying sometimes, right? So double HP Grass, and then we brought back sub Flygon. But this time, instead of having HP Bug, I have Fire Blast, so I can actually do something about Skarmory. And that's why it is somewhat custom EVs. I made it Naive Nature, because minus Svidef, like you're already immune to T-Bolt, you're already gonna die to Ice Beam anyway, because your time's 4 weak. Or like random ice coverage, HP Ice, right? You're awful in the ice. You are fucking awful in the ice. I think Mence Dragon Claw kills anyway. It's like, why do I even need this Svidef? So, minus Svidef Nature. So, Fire Blast does a bit more to Skarmory. And it does a decent amount. It's not great. I think it's like a 3-hit KO. I think it does like 36% or something. Which is still notable. Like, Skarmory still doesn't want to be taking that. And then there's also a burn chance. So, being able to harass Skarmory while this one fucks Skarmory. Like, this one fucking destroys Skarmory. This one answers Skarmory because T-Bolt, I think is like a 2-hit on it. And then Fire Blast does like 80%. It's inaccurate, but it's scary, right? So everything here threatens, and then Aerodactyl's Aerodactyl, right? And that's how I got here. So this is the definitive version of the team. You'll see it's good. It's goods and it's bads when we go through the replays. But I think the big thing about it is it's kind of weak in the stall. Like it can beat stall, but you have to play very intelligently in the early turns, and once you squander your chance, it's over, right? Like if you're going against stall and you lose like Zapdos and or Jirachi, it's over. Usually. You can sometimes recover with good play. It's really that, again, Aerodactyl is that fucking win condition. You wear everything down, and if Aero can come in and clean, it's good. Like, that's how you win most of the time. But yeah, so I was worried about stall, and I made attempt 3.7 stall breakers. And this one is, just some very silly changes. I was like, you know what, there's enough against Skarmory that maybe HP Ghost is good on this, because HP Ghost hits Gengar. So like backup Gengar check, it hits Celebi, it's Starmie. Like it hits all the targets that HP Bug does, and it also hits all the same targets. It also hits Psychics. I already hit Psychics. Oh, I meant to say it hits Metachamp. I thought Psychics because I was like, oh, well, it didn't hit Metachamp before. Metachamp's neutral to Bug. I believe. So now you hit Metacham, I guess. I don't know. I was like, it gives Flygon better coverage, and it hits the annoying psychics like Claydol and Celebi and Starmie, and I don't want to get stalled or whatever, right? I think this was a mistake. I think it's way better having HP Fire to just answer Skarmory because Sarkis, like you can have other stuff answering Skarmory, but when you have Substitute, it's like you don't want to give up that substitute because I can't BP, right? You don't want to give up a substitute because you're just gonna get walled by Skarmory. It's annoying, right? And then I put HP Fighting on Aerodactyl just as an experiment because I wanted to hit Blissey for sure. Because nothing here, you have to play very, very intelligently around Blissey, right? If you fuck up against Blissey, it's over. If you don't fuck up against Blissey, but they don't fuck up against you, it's still over. So I was like, HP fighting might be good for Blissey, like wacky tar check, although EQ already does that. I don't know. Snorlax answer. Snorlax kind of sits on this team. Like this team can have trouble if it doesn't get the spikes it needs. It can have a lot of trouble dealing with Snorlax because it also has toxic, right? Yeah, so I was like HP fighting, but at the end of the day, HP flying is just way better coverage. HP flying, I think, is really what you want to run with Aerodactyl. It's really good. Or HP bug. If you really need HP bug, HP bug. But then you need something else that hits fighting types. Anyway, yeah, this one wasn't great. Especially since I don't think HP Ghost was bad. Like HP Ghost did not hit the damage ranges it needed to on anything. And HE fighting I just thought was redundant. Like I don't know. Like you would just rather I don't know. You just rather this. So this is the team we went with. And I did a ton of laddering with it, and I made top 500 a couple times, which is pretty cool. Um, and yeah, so I'm just gonna show replays. So this first replay is just to show off how wonderful and beautiful the team is. When I posted it in the little like private Discord where I put replays, I said it's the kind of victory you put on your resume, which we'll see if it stands up to that. So T-Tar versus Zapdos, get sand up, switches in the pert, crunch, right? I just crunch on Zapdos because Zapdos is probably like I don't necessarily have anything to threaten Zapdos, right? But they might think Rock Slide's happening, so they might switch out, and if they don't, I still get decent damage. I went for Pursuit there because minus Spadef, it actually did a good amount of chip. Like Swampert's low, dude. And then here's my counter to T-Tar. Celebi comes out, we sub. We can hit Celebi with Fire Blast. It's not as good as HP Bug, obviously, but it does something. So I went for it. I missed. They switched into Swampert though, so it's okay. It doesn't matter that much. Protect. I EQ because EQ is massive chip to anything that's willing to take it. I EQ again. Look at that. Ice Beam. I'm faster. I think I just EQ because if Swampert is stupid and stays in, it's over. They switch in Starmie. Massive chip on Starmie. I gotta switch out now though because Starmie just owns me, right? So Zapdos, they go for Ice Beam. And look at that, Bulky Zap. Bulky Zap can take a fucking Ice Beam, dude. It doesn't like it, but it can take it. Toxic. So now Celebi is immediately pressured, right? Celebi is like, oh fuck, I gotta do what I gotta do in a couple turns, right? I can't stay in for too long. BP's out. T-Tar comes in. Starmie's back in. T-Bolt, just thinking I was gonna switch out. Alright, they can't spin away spikes now. I guess I should get Skarm out. I don't know what I do though. I go to Flygon. That hurts a bit. But that's okay. We still have enough for a sub. We EQ. We do lose here. We do lose Flygon. But that's crucial chip on Tar. You can't stay in against Darrow. Zapdos, I Rock Slide because it would have hit Tar anyway. There we go. Yeah, Skarmory, Skarmory. You don't Rock Slide on that. Hydro Miss is very, very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. And then we spike, put some pressure on switches. Hydro miss again, very, very fortunate. Protect, toxic. Roar. You know, you just start roaring. You just start roaring. As soon as the spike's down, you know, they're trying to switch around, you just roar them out. Maybe try to get a couple more spikes, but you know, you can like mix it up a bit. And even if you don't have 3 layers, now I have 3 layers. I don't feel like resetting the uh spike thing. You know I have 3 layers, right? So but yeah, roar is just so good. Just rando roars, even when they're not at 3 spikes. And obviously, if they are though, it's like the best, most obvious option. But when it's not the most obvious option, it's also still pretty good. I don't know. Scarm's fun. Scarm's fun. Tyranitar, taking so much chip from that. Focus punch, doesn't do jack shit. I roar him out. Tar's gone. Tar's gone. 24%. He can't live. Tar's fucking gone, dude. Hidden power. I don't know what the fuck they were trying to check. I just roar. I just roar and win. This is the power of fucking Skarmory, dude. Protect on leech. Power of Skarmory. They do get a leech. I miss toxic. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to switch out now because I'm gonna lose health as I roar things out. But that's okay. Tar's immune to psychic. That's okay. Oh, BP goes to T-Tar. T-Tar dies. That's a pretty good way to trap me with Doug. Had he not done that, I probably would have hit Doug with whatever. But it's okay because I still do. Because I leave a fucking EQ. And now T-Car can deal with Swampert, especially one that's HP Grass. And MJ is playing Megaquarium. I don't know if that probably didn't pop up on the screen. I don't think I'm recording that part. But yeah, my friend MJ is playing Megaquarium on Steam. And I won the battle. The kind of battle you put on your fucking resume, baby. I don't know. I think this was top 500 range, 1527. I believe that was top 500 range at the time. This might have got me into top 500 one of those times, or right outside. Anyway, so that's that. This is just a battle that I thought was generally good to show off your game plan versus offense and balance teams. So switch in Zap. I usually use Zap's the Metagross switch in because it resists Mash and goes over EQ. Rock Slide can be annoying, but not every Metagross has Rock Slide. And you're Spadef, so you don't really care about mixed Metagross. Like mixed Metagross can't do jack shit to you. Curselax is annoying. Curselax is very, very annoying, but once you get spikes and double phasing is huge. I really learned like how important Roar is on Zapdos for this team structure. I need to hydrate. Hydrate or dehydrate, right? Fuck. Okay. Oh god, dude. I forgot I had the fucking camera on. I've just been existing as if it doesn't exist. Scarm's dead. That's annoying. But we got a spike, so we don't care that much. We gotta stop Foray though, and that's why Fire Blast is nice. They don't see it fucking coming. Unfortunately, Foray still gets the spin, but Fire Blast doubling as a fortress counter is fucking massive. So EQ, T-Tar comes in. I don't know why you switch in T-Tar on fucking Flygon. That's why, because you have Ice Beam. So we're down but not out. Lax being gone is good. HP Grass on the opposing Tar. I outspeed. Very nice. I have to switch to Rachi here. Meteor Mash, fortunately. Attack Raise, unfortunately. But we'll make it. We outspeed. I need a para here. The miss is huge. The miss is huge. I'm fishing for a para. Because Jirachi, you know, give it enough chances. And this is a bold Jirachi, I believe, right? The EVs, you have a lot of defense. So, doesn't show EVs here, but whatever. Anyway, Metagross is gone. But yeah, sometimes you just have to fish for shit. And that's what I'm talking about with Swampert. Previous turn. Okay, Metagross got paralyzed and died, so I was able to paralyze and outspeed with Tar. And then I just took a full ass Hydro. Those are like the worst EVs in the world. I don't know what the fuck this Swampert was doing. I outsped at 159 speed. It did not have enough bulk to live a fucking HP grass. It only did 80 with Hydro. Like, what the fuck were the ass EVs on this thing, dude? Like, how did any of that anyway, Salamence. I'm intimed, but that doesn't matter because I'm entirely special tar. I get EQ'd, and Aerodactyl beats fucking Salamence in the end. It's called wearing down the team and waiting until you outspeed everything with Arrow, right? Don't let anything DD. Don't let anything set up. Just make sure everything's weared down. Arrow comes in and everything's okay. So that's I think that's generally a good against offense and balance. This one is labeled versus stall. I don't believe this guy actually played stall. Um, I just labeled it versus stall because there was a very stally end game, and it shows the kind of like thinking and maneuvering you have to do to play that kind of thing, right? So this dude has fucking Charizard. So I gotta get Skarmory out, but I also probably gotta get Tar out if it has fucking Brick Break. Um, Swampert, Zapdos. This is cool because I have HP Grass. Blissey, I Toxic first. I always Toxic first because they might switch out to Scout for HP Grass. And Toxic on Pert is still very, very good to have. Unless it's like Refresh. I shouldn't have gone Skarmory here. I wanted to get Spikes up while I could. That was a bit greedy. He just goes Zard here. I still get Spikes, which is the nice thing. You know? A layer will take it. I have a feeling. I don't think this has a spinner. I'd be surprised if there's Charizard and a spinner. It's probably Big Five. I don't remember exactly. But it's probably Big Five Zard. Maybe there's like a Dug Trio or something. I don't know. Dug Trio? Nah, you already deal with Blissey, and I don't know what I'm thinking about, man. I don't know. Getting a little into it. A little into. Okay, Para is huge. Not even Serene Grace Para. Serene Grace Para is huge too, but you just see amazing luck. Amazing luck. Woo! Let's go. Let's go, baby. Fuck. Okay, so here's Blissey. I just get walled. I want to Toxic it on the way out. I take a T-Wave, which is annoying. But I don't want to. I'm always wary to switch in Flygon here because because Flygon just gets decked by Blissey Ice Beam. Like that is a clean one-hit KO. I think I wrote out Blissey because I wanted Blissey to not heal, but Blissey unfortunately did heal. So yeah. I get a Toxic off. I think I just sack Zapdos. I was like, you know what, I'm parried, I'm low. I'd be surprised if I saved Zapdos. I did save Zapdos. Wow, okay. Okay. Sure. I guess I figured I kind of want Zapdos for Charizard because Charizard just decks everything else. I might somehow get like a Randy T-Bolt off if it tries to switch in, right? So this is what I do against Swampert. And this is I don't think I immediately knew how to play around this because this looks like it's Endeavor Pert or like some sort of Select Pert. Yeah, Endeavor. Um, but I was like, you know what? I can just heal up with Wish and Boost, right? Like he can't go for Endeavor. I guess he could go for like Endeavor into Hydro on the right turn, but I don't know. I was like, I can annoy enough and then get Bro down enough to break sub. And then Blissey comes in. And I'm not sure if Blissey should have come in here because I feel like I just kind of 1v1 Blissey. I do get parried, which is annoying. But I can fish for parries of my own. The only thing is if it's Calm Mind Blissey, right? Calm Mind Blissey, I can't 1v1, but I can definitely 1v1 regular Bliss, I think. So I think that's my train of thought. I think that's why I stay in. I go for a T-Bolt, this. Swampert's now Slack. Endeavor Select. Fucking crazy. I was able to get an Ice Punch. So Swampert out of the way is nice. Gyarados, I guess this is why you keep fucking Zapdos. Because I'm gonna die here. And I need a T-Volt. But I can't go into Zapdos because this thing would probably like HP rock me or something. I'm only at 21. So yeah. So anyway, an awful switch into something that is also very weak to Rock Slide. I don't know why that was done. I was obviously gonna click Rock Slide. Your Rock Resist is dead. So Blissey Perez, and then Ice Beam, which means Flygon's not long for this world. I have to sub. Blissey expected a switch, right? So I get time to EQ, and now I need to EQ again, and Blissey has to heal because Blissey gets revenge killed if Blissey does not heal right there. So I can just keep EQing Blissey, hoping for a crit, right? We can just loop this. Blissey keeps soft boiling. We can just loop this. Surprise substitute. Surprise substitute. Now I get 2 more EQs. Now I get you right back down. Mind games. Gyarados comes in. You just rock slide. We just rock slide. We don't switch out. It's still gonna chip Gyarados, and there's a chance since I outspeed, there's a chance he flinches, right? And he doesn't get a DD off. I'll take that. At -1 attack, I'll take that. Blissey comes in against Tar. Um, this is a very, I believe I just keep repeatedly crunching Blissey. I want a Spadef drop, because if I can get a Spadef drop, that would be huge and very, very helpful. And if I keep crunching, Gengar can't really come in either, right? So I think I'm in an okay position. I get parried, which is annoying, but we can just keep going. I don't have much other hope of breaking this Blissey, right? This is like the best I have. I just have to hope for Spadef drops and hope I can take advantage. Gyarados comes out. I don't particularly care. I don't have any physical attacks. I crunch. Hidden Power, not HP fighting. I think that did like nothing. I assume that was HP Rock then. That did like absolutely nothing to me. What the hell? Tar's a beast, dude. So we stay in and we crunch. There's not much else to do. Should I speed this up? I could speed this up. Ice Beam, crunch. And the thing is, I'm paralyzed, so she can't get an Ice Beam freeze or anything, right? Because that's the thing. I can't switch in Flygon because if I switch in Flygon, Ice Beam and Flygon fucking dies. I really have to just let Tar die. So the best thing to do here is just to keep fucking crunching and hope for the Spadef drop. So I can do more damage if I get more crunches. And also if Blissey's low, like Blissey has to heal here because if Blissey Ice Beams, then Flygon outspeeds. Crit Spadef drop. You'd love to see it. Ice Beam. I live one more. Crunch. Look at that chip. Look at that chip. And I get another Spadef drop. So they switch out, right? Gyarados is dead. Gyarados is gone. This is the kind of shit you gotta do, dude. This is how you gotta live. This is how you gotta live. You gotta live on the edge of fucking reality, man. Ice Beam, the crit. We're dead, we're dead. Right. Flygon comes in now, and I'm like, look at that. Look at that. 2 of those Ice Beams were used against Zapdos. Guess what Zapdos has? Pressure. Guess who ran out of Ice Beams for Flygon? Blissey. Guess who can't hit Flygon? Blissey. Oh my god, dude. This is why you realize. This is how you realize that I'm a genius and my tar is fucking crazy. Anyway, this one is also a fucking goated Tyranitar moment. You'll see. You'll see. All right. Skarm comes out. Zapdos. Skarm's got to switch out or protect or whatever. Blissey. Skarm Bliss, baby. The crit's nice, but it's not really gonna matter at all. I'm gonna toxic the Blissey, so it has to switch out after a couple turns. T-Bolt. Fire Blast. Not gonna do much. But now I know I can't switch in Skarm, so that's nice. T-Bolt. Immune. We toxic here, probably. Right? Yeah. Covers Blissey. Covers Swampert. Even if Swampert protects, Swampert then thinks we don't have HP Grass, potentially. Soft Boil back up. You can't do that for long, 12%. That's gonna become 18%. Ice Beam's gonna 3-hit me. You're gonna have to switch out, little Miss Blissey. Blissey stays in. Why is Blissey staying in? Soft Boil just to get just a bit more health back. Boom, 56. You're still at 56. You're still at 56. Zapdos, HP Grass. I was hoping that was Swampert. I was really hoping that was Swampert. Blissey comes in, T-Bolt. Probably Toxic it, and then make our leave, right? Missing Toxic. Unfortunate. So much work put in against Blissey, and she still heals right back up. She gets less PP, though. Especially since pressure. How much PP does she have? 12, so she's already down to 8 soft boiled, actually, which is pretty cool. And then we're done. Once we get Toxic, there's nothing we can do because we don't have Rest. So, but I don't know, man. It's such a fun set to use, even if it doesn't have Rest. Like, I feel like it really fits the pace of the team. I'm sure with different sets on all these guys, right? And probably also with Blissey, that would be different. But yeah, but like, look at that, 43% on the Skarm. We actually threatened Skarm a bit. We did very significant chip to Skarm. And now Skarm's got to switch out. Because I also have Fire Blast on fucking Tar. Like, damn, dude. It's great. And then HP Grass doesn't quite kill. They miss Hydro Pump. We live to see another day. Protect. I might as well crunch. Neutral damage. Hit. Like, I get you, dude. My stat damage. Swamp Spirit Drunks. Pursuit. Pursuit. Pursuit gets that. Pursuit gets that. Pursuit Tar. Beating more than just Gengar. Assume Gengar is probably the last here, right? Crunch. Gengar want to come in? Gengar want to come in on the crunch? T-Bolt again. We are not fully paralyzed for that. We are not fully paralyzed at all. We are gaming. Tyranitar? Focus Punch? Why would you do that? Why would I ever switch out? I mean, I could be full parrot, but DD? Hidden Power? Like, I'm just gonna stay in. I'm just gonna stay in and get what I can and revenge you with Aerodactyl, right? Focus Punch? Why would I, like, Bro was betting on it. Bro was betting, and Bro lost the bet. And that's all for that one. So yeah, Tyranitar, this is a game where fucking Pursuit Tar just being annoying and doing things extremely well just came into play. It was more than countering Gengar. It was just answering things. It just has so much bulk and the coverage, like grass, fire, dark, is like surprisingly good. I don't know, man. Pursuit Tires on some shit. This one is Serene Grace. Example of what Serene Grace contributes to the team. So agility gross off the bat. I don't know if I agree with that one. It's hard to answer, especially when it gets an attack raise. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna get spikes. You're still not quite gonna kill me, and I'm just gonna roar you out. Because I'm Skarmory and I can live a couple. Even after the fucking mash raise. If I flinched, it was over. And then Gengar comes out, which is annoying. Magneton comes in. Why would I stay in against Gengar? So here's T-Tar Magneton. I get parried. Unfortunate. Mag's gone though, so this Skarm just kind of runs wild, I hope. Flygon comes in to counter Tar. DD Tar, so good thing. Rock Slide does a surprising amount actually, but DD Tar is basically cooked after this. Brick Break, maybe anticipating a switch to like save Flygon. I don't know. Um, yeah, so we're gone. We're gone. Sometimes you outspeed the Gengar. You usually outspeed utility Gengar, but offensive Gengar, no. But that's a 3 hit because Zapdos is crazy, and Zapdos just deals with offensive Gengar because it has no bulk. There it is. That being said, probably get revenged by this Metagross. T-Bolt's not gonna kill. And a Jill, which is, yeah, at least punish it a little bit for using a Jill. But yeah, that was. That's why I won the game. Awesome. Rock Slide Aerodactyl. Locked in the Rock Slide, so I just go Jirachi, and there's fucking Ludicolo. Ludicolo can be annoying for this team. Like, if both the T-Bolters are gone, there's not much you can do against Ludicolo with this team. Leech Seed's annoying. Luckily, we get another paralysis. And this is why I love fucking Combined Wish Jirachi, because you just boost up and do bullshit. Rock Slide, because you have to desperately Rock Slide through. And the paralysis for good measure. And that's the game. GG. That's the fucking game. So that's just Serene Grace. Sometimes you go to the moon. Here is a game showcasing the Aerodactyl win condition. Breloom lead for this team is fucking annoying to deal with. Like, holy shit. Um, so that turn was weird. I guess he was anticipating a switch, and I was like, you know what? I'm sick of switching out against Breloom because usually I switch out and I get hit by Brick Break or I get Spored or both, right? Um, and sometimes I stay in, and I usually get hit by Brick Break. It just happened to work out that time. So it's sub Leech variant, kind of annoying. Switching to Skarmory against Metagross. Metagross won't do much. Switches in Houndoom, and I can't really stay in against Houndoom. So, but at least I got a layer. I did stay in actually. I think I was less familiar with Houndoom at the time. Yeah, this is March 16th. Okay, this is like a month ago. I was probably a little less familiar with Houndoom. Houndoom stab actually fucking hurts. It's terrifying. They never expect Fire Blast. They never fucking expect Fire Blast. And he didn't spin with that turn, so he's basically out of 4 right now, I'd assume. Yeah, EQ, because EQ gets you there in 4A anyway. And Lax is gonna have a tough time. Body Slam. You gotta switch Lax out. But what do you switch in? Breloom, probably, right? No, just lets Lax. Gets in Zapdos. Zapdos probably has HP Ice. I don't know if I test. Okay. So it's Timid Zapdos, so it's Speed Tie. So I think I tried to get a sub out there. I was a little greedy, but that's okay. That's okay. Houndoom is. I don't think Houndoom's that big of a deal. Because this is a bulky enough Jirachi. Especially when Fire Blast missed Wish. Yeah, I 1v1 this. I 1v1 this free. I get a second boost after this. That's doing more than half, but now it's not. And now I'm at full. Like, Houndoom doesn't threaten this anymore, right? Metagross comes in. I wish again. T-Bolt, and Metagross is pretty much curtains for this set, but you do get like an extra turn or two. And if you're boosted enough, you just kill it. So that's nice. Breloom outspeeds, nothing's asleep. Actually, no, is Zapdos asleep right now? No, yeah, nothing's asleep. Nothing's asleep. Fuck, hydrate or hydrate. So that's yeah. So I just kind of let him set up there. That's fine. That's not gonna do that much to me. So yeah, you can just see I get Sport again. That's fine, I guess. I think I just want to keep my boosts and wreak as much havoc as possible. I think that's the plan here. Just straight focus punch, thinking I'll switch. Oh, not even thinking I'll switch. Too low for a sub, which is very, very nice. Yeah, this Jirachi did its job. I'm fine sacking it here. Absolutely fine with the sacrifice. And now Aerodactyl's gonna do its job. Rock Slide gets there on Breloom because it's low enough. Zapdos comes in. I don't know why Zapdos comes in. I'm banned. Rock Slide gets there. Houndoom comes in. I don't know why Houndoom comes in. Rock Slide fucking gets there. Super effective. And that's the Aerodactyl win condition. You get rid of the shit that Aerodactyl can't deal with super well. And then it's fucking 14% Breloom. Weak to Rock Slide, weak to Rock Slide. 19% Foray. If anything, you switch in Foray first. I think Foray would maybe, probably not, but you could maybe attempt to live a rock slide or get a miss and boom. I don't know, but yeah, that was a game. That was a game. Um. Oh, this one. We're already here. Shit. So that's my general showcase of the team. That's me beating random haters, and now we're gonna beat random top players. So this is me running into fucking Blue's energy on ladder. I don't know much about competitive Pokemon and like good players and shit, but his rating's pretty crazy, and I think Jim Cool mentioned like his name a couple times. So I beat Blue's energy on ladder. It was really fucking funny, and I haven't played on ladder since. I'm still riding this high. So we switch out on Metacham lead. We eat the focus punch. Nothing better to eat the focus punch. Everything else just dies there. I'm pretty sure. T-Bolt. That's fine. I don't exactly remember how this goes down besides the end game. The end game is the funniest shit ever. BP out the mag. At least I got a layer, right? Oh, and the layers actually work. What? That's crazy. So I at least got a layer. I'll take that. Celebi switches in. Sub. From sub, I can at least avoid Leech Seed and see what Celebi's trying to do. Psychic just immediately breaks it. Fire Blast. Decent chip. Not that bulky of a Celebi. Substitute again. Because I really don't want to get Leech. Leech missed anyway. Um, Psychics, Fire Blast, and that's the burn was unnecessary. I already died to chip. Pretty big, pretty big. So Gyarados. I think I stayed in here and rock slided. Yep, yep. I want to chip Gyarados. I don't like Gyarados staying around. It's an annoying piece of shit. It's not that scary. Gyarados Wincon is fake, but it can do like serious wall breaking, and it does. It does. This Gyarados is a fucking menace in this game. Um, yeah, T-Bolt and Mag. Skarmory's gone, so might as well, right? And Toxic on Zap, and Zap is now just out of commission because I don't have rest. But at least Magneton's gone. I mean, Magneton's not that big of a deal. I have fucking Flygon. But it's something, right? And Pocahontas comes out. Flygon, sub on it. I guess just see what it does. I don't know. EQ takes care of it. which is nice. So I'm sitting okay here, but Metagross, Gyarados, and whatever the last is kind of scary. So Gyarados is gonna get a dance, but I get two Rock Slides here, or I get one Rock Slide. Depends on if I live this, right? DD's again. I go for another Rock Slide. So he's at +2 DD with fucking Gyarados, which is not great, but I don't think any of my answers were great, right? Like this thing would just EQ and kill something. I don't want to chip Arrow. I think I just kind of had to bring Aerodactyl in. And then Thunder Wave. And then Thunder Wave. So fucking this was the crazy play. I was like, you know what? I'll bring Arrow in. Hopefully I'll live a hit. I think I had an earlier game where I lived a. And this is why I think Gyarados sucks shit. I'm pretty sure I lived HP Rock from +2 Gyarados as Aerodactyl once. No, not HP Rock. No, maybe it wasn't as Aerodactyl. I don't know, but I lived something. Like I've lived absurd hits from Gyarados. Like Gyarados can get the +2 and just still not one hit certain things. It's crazy. So I didn't have much respect for that. I think I did some calcs too. Like I was taking my time here because I was like, this is a fucking guy who knows what he's doing, right? So I was taking my time here. I think I did calcs to see what I could live with Aerodactyl because I was thinking this is if it's HP flying, I live still for sure. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. This is what it's all coming back to me now. I was thinking if it's HP rock, I die because it's super effective. If it's HP flying, I live because I resist and I kill with rock slide or whatever I go for. I was calculating if it was better for rock slide or like double edge to hit Metagross or whatever, right? Potentially something else that could resist Rock Slide, and also missing Rock Slide is annoying. So I was calculating what would do the best damage against what I see, and I was calculating what can I live here, and I was thinking I could live Double Edge, I could live. I'm immune to Earthquake, I could live HP Flying, I could live Double Edge. I can't live HP Rock, so it's basically a coin flip 50-50 as to whether I can win from here. What I didn't expect was the fucking T Wave. So Gyarados goes out here, but my win con, my primary win con, motherfucking Aerodactyl, is just out. Paralyzed arrow. What does paralyzed arrow do? So I double edged. I think I do that again here. Doesn't matter. I die. Um, Jirachi. If this Metagross just win. Okay, Snorlax comes out, but this Metagross. If this Metagross had EQ, it just wins, right? Like it just Jirachi does like some chip to it, maybe paralyzes it, and then Tar could clean. I don't know. But Fire Blast Tar isn't, or I guess, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so Snorlax comes out. Snorlax comes out, right? And I'm like, oh shit, this thing's gonna have EQ. Um, so I wish up, just hoping to see if I can like live another hit maybe, or maybe heal Tar to live another hit. And then I just start boosting because what else am I gonna do? I eat an EQ. I'm like, all right, I need to fucking paralyze this thing so it maybe doesn't EQ me. So I eat another EQ, but I get the paralysis on a crit Thunderbolt, which is huge. Paralyzed. And then I'm like, I just want this thing gone. I just want this thing gone. Boom. I live boom on 3%. And I get the wish. T-Bolt. Paralyzed, baby. Woo! Paralyzed the Chillgross, baby. Woo! It's the dumbest game fucking ever, dude. And I still lived. And I still lived. Oh my god, the dumbest fucking game ever, dude. I and then silly stuff. And then I made top five. 500 ladder after this for sure. And I've just been riding the high. I'm probably down now because ELO erodes. I just, man. No shade at all towards this guy. This guy is way better at the game than I am. Like, I felt things when the Gyarados fucking clicked T-Wave, dude. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna conclude this with mixed meta evolution. So this is mixed meta evolution. Um, and the idea is Magnet Metagross with Thunder Punch, Modest Nature, or Quiet Nature, I guess. It's plus Special Attack Nature, right? This thing, Thunder Punch has a chance of two-hit KOing Skarmory with this setup. If the leftovers are gone, so you have Hariyama to knock off the leftovers. And then the other ones are just there. Um, yeah, no, fuck this team. This team's fucking stupid. No, I'm gonna ladder with my classic team. Gen 3 OU. And this is the first time I've been on ladder on my main account in a long, like it's been a second. It's been a second. So we're just gonna play a game. I'm gonna do a live demonstration, and this will be great because if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose, and you get to see the weaknesses of the team. So it's a win-win either way. And then I think I'm closing this one out. How long have I been fucking going, dude? Searching. Apparently nobody's playing Gen 3 OU right now. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Tyranitar versus Noob. We crunch. We definitely crunch here. I'm just gonna crunch. So, yep. You crunch to present dumb shit like that. We crunch again. What's taking a crunch? What's taking a crunch? Crunch on the house. What's taking a crunch? Come on. Any takers? Any takers? I also know you might have like a magnetite. I don't think you have a Doug. If you have a Doug, you would be thinking this hard. Himmel? Okay. Should I do the? Oh, I got the Spadef drop. When you get the Spadef drop, you have to go for it. HP grass. Okay. Do I go for it again though? I'm gonna do it again. Fuck it. Actually, no, no, I died to a. Oh, rest? Okay, sure. Sure. I'm gonna switch into Zapdos this turn. In case it rolls surf. Yep. Yep. Not leaving that shit up to fate. I probably get outsped, but actually I might not. But if it's speed, if it's no, it wouldn't be speed crept to that level. I beat this thing. I beat this thing. I T-bolt again. Claydol, great. Abigail, what are the names? Himmel, Nue, and Abigail. Or Nue? I don't know. And Abigail. We. I don't want to die. Is the thing. I'm gonna go Scarm. Yeah, EQ on a switch. I just want to toxic this, but I didn't want to toxic it with that. Okay, Suicune is back, so Suicune gets the rest, which is annoying, but that's okay. I'm gonna spike. I get to spike. Oh, Suicune still has. Oh, because they use Sleep Talk. Oh my god, that's crazy. But next time they switch in, which they no longer can switch in if I keep the spike, which is good. I don't have a great Metagross switch in now though, because it's low. I mean, I can kind of just sit on Metagross though, can't I? Let me just roar. Claydol, roar. Oh, if I can roar in Suicune, it's over. Does Sebas hit me? Do I toxic? Oh my god. Toxic? Huge, huge, huge. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Um, Freaking Zapdos. Fire Blast misses again. Oh my god. Okay. I get burned, which is annoying. I roar in their own Skarmory. I don't want to get toxic by anything, so I'm going to bring in Jirachi. I'm just going to let this Skarmory... Am I going to let the Skarmory fight? No, I'm gonna Calm Mind. I'm gonna Calm Mind. They wouldn't roar. They wouldn't roar. Okay. Now I threaten you with T-Bolt. Now you roar. Okay. And now I Fire Blast. Now I Crunch. If you don't switch, you're a GOAT gamer. Sebas comes in, that's fine. Crunch. Big crunch. Big crunch. We switch out. Who do we switch out into? Might be a Fire Blast. Nothing takes this super well. I think Jirachi can handle a Fire Blast. Brick Break. Okay, good, good, good. We wish. We do take a Fire Blast. We wish. Immense is dead. What comes in? What's coming in? Abigail. Alright. Expected. I still have Skarmory. I don't care if I get spun. There's no spin blocking on this team. So that's kind of annoying, but yeah. They could EQ first, though, is the thing. I'm gonna Ice Punch. I'm gonna Ice Punch and see if I can get a freeze. Yeah, they EQ'd first. Unfortunate. I'm gonna go for this. They probably spin, I get a big crunch, or they switch into something else. They can't switch into Suicune is the big thing. Suicune is they gotta get that spin at some point, or Suicune's a fucking goner, right? Like Suicune is the win con on the team. Kind of need that. I go into Skarmory here. Meteor Mash, doing peanuts. Roar, Roar being effective. Suicune, nope, sad. Flygon entry point. Great. I'm gonna sub. You're gonna sub. I'm gonna sub. You're gonna sub. I'm gonna sub. I think substitute actually beats everything here. I don't substitute Skarmory. Actually, no, I have Fire Blast for that. Substitute Skarmory is a funny thought. Bro has 120 seconds. 120 seconds left. Clock's ticking. Metagross? Alright. Alright. We win these. We win these. Unless you're a Jill Groups. Actually, no. Even then, we win these. EQ. Protect? Oh, you're just gonna fucking. Sure. Sure. Okay. EQ. Mash. Annoying. Substitute. Protect. Substitute. Get fucked. EQ. Yeah. Switch to Claydol. Switch to Claydol. That's what I thought. Ah, Rock Slide miss. Sure. Switch to T-Tar. Oh my god, is this thing just not gonna spin ever? Crunch. EQ, sure, crunch. You need your win con, dude. That's fine. We switch into Flygon here. Actually, they could. No, we switch into Skarmory. Okay. Oh, it's a refresh plate. All great. Wonderful. I'm not equipped to deal with fucking refresh clay all dude. Spikes. Raise? Okay. Hmm. I don't know if I can break this clay at all. It might be kind of over. Good flinch though. If I can chip it in range of arrow, maybe. I don't know why. I was thinking like maybe burn. I don't know. I think it's pretty over. Um, what even hits hardest here? Hold on. Pokemon Showdown Cal probably won't show correctly. Um, but you can see the team struggles in some areas. Like there's no this is not for ADV. There's no like ironclad Claydol counter. It's just good play. And my play was not there. Hold on. Utility Claydol. Double Edge has a shot in hell. Metagross, smart move. Skarmory comes in, mash, spike, roar, roar. Okay. Yeah, she just killed me that time. That's fine. You willing to part ways with Zapdos? Wow, really? No, it's over. It's over. One more. I'm not ending on that. That sucks. That sucks ass, dude. That one was sad. One more, and then this one will end how it ends. Oh, yeah, I was you and Little Cup. I know nothing about any metagame outside of that's not true. I know very little, I should say. We crunch. We crunch here. We definitely crunch here. They're scared of rock slide. They would never stand. I'm gonna start timer because I always do. Booger bomb. Where's my ELO right now? 14.99. Not bad. Not the worst. Skarmory crunch. Not the worst. Especially now that they are like very low. Okay. Protect is smart. Protect is smart. So what are you switching into? Crunch. What are you switching into? Aerodactyl. I'll take that chip. Thank you very much. Lowered Spadef. Thank you very much. Aerodactyl could lock into a number of things. I don't think Skarmory is scared of them. I think Skarmory is the play. Not very effective. What hidden power would that be? Probably HP flying. I'm gonna spike. Isn't that their own Skarmory? Are we gonna do the funny thing? I'm down to do the funny thing. Sometimes it bites me in the ass, but I mean, I'm Superman. You might not be. Although you look kind of Superman-ish, I guess. There's potential. There could be like a Flygon hidden there. Or like a Gengar. Are you willing to trade spikes, brother? Booger Bomb. Spikes. Spikes. Alright, it's time. You're a fool because I get the roar. I get the roar. T-Tar, we take that. Do we let it DD? Fuck it. We'll take it. Roar. Gengar? Do we let it? We protect. We protect on Gengar. T-Bolt? Okay. That's all I needed to see. I don't want to switch in. We switch in Zapdos. Flygon gets fucked if it has Ice Punch because it might just outspeed. Switch in Zapdos. Giga Drain, expecting Tar to come in. Yeah, no, not so quick. Not so quick. T-Bolt. T-Bolt hits the world here. T-Bolt. Oh, no way, dude. Get out of here. Come on, really? Ice Punch. We thought. Wow, that sucks. That might be it. The world might just not want me to win today. Oh my god. I think we just get Aerodactyl and rip a rock slide, see what the rock resist is. I think that's what we do. And we don't miss. We missed every rock slide last game. What the fuck, man? We just gotta hit. We just gotta hit. Booger Bomb just has to make their move. Skarmory. Oh, how? How? We gotta switch. We gotta switch now. We switch into Jirachi. Jirachi takes a toxic. Roar? Oh no. Oh no. Fire Blast. Actually, maybe not Fire Blast. Maybe they switch in Gengar. No, they would switch Gengar in. What am I saying? Fire Blast. Wow. Nothing's working out for me, dude. Aerodactyl? Aerodactyl not quite died to a Fire Blast. Skarmory switches in. Again. Skarmory roars. Skarmory protects this time. And hopes you don't sub. Oh no! Oh, it's over. It's over. Okay. We sub though. We get a sub. We speed. I win the speed tie, or you don't have HP ice, or both. That's what we're rocking with. Also, this is Superman. Ugh. God damn. Polygon will use substitute. What should I do? Is there like any funny websites I can go to? Our Smash Bros. What's going on in our Smash Bros? My home. You can see I go on our Smash Bros. I don't even fucking play Ultimate, dude. I hate Ultimate so much. But you know, a time-honored tradition since the days of Smash 4, my beloved. Um, bro is taking their time. Glutony lost the tournament to Shooton. Olimar supremacy in Europe. Our Guilty Gear. What are the Guilty Gear people? Oh, okay. Passes to Gengar. Good move. Good move. I got a Rock Slide to get rid of the sub and hope it hits. Finally hitting a Rock Slide. Woo! Gengar's Ice Punch. And outspeeds. We switch into Jirachi. We do not take Giga Drain on Tar after a layer of spikes. Or 3 layers of spikes at that. I'm losing this one, but it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility that I pull something out of my ass. It's not over. It could be more over. And then we go again. I said this was the last one, but I really want to see if I can get a win. This is a little sad. Booger Bomb is doing some calcs right now, dude. What the fuck is Booger Bomb on? 60 seconds left? Our Guilty Gear? And he saw bad guy? Saul just texted me this. What should I do? Hey Saul, I'm a huge gearster. I was wondering if you had any advice for me. Kill your what? He would say that though. He would say that though. Okay, we need a wish. We need a wish. Fire punch, that sucks. Burn, that sucks. It's over. It's so over. But that's okay. We wish something up. We wish something up. We can T-Bolt maybe, probably not. We wish up Skarmory, which is big. I protect for Chip. You go for Ice Punch, over predicting Flygon. And I roar. Okay, no. Okay, no. T-Tar gets dragged out, that's okay with me. Flygon comes in here. DD? Okay, sure. Tell it to the judge. Brick break, not enough. I got a sub. I EQ here. I should have just EQ'd. That's fine though, that's fine. I wasn't sure if they'd switch out. Gengar comes in. The nice thing is DD Tar is dealt with. And yeah, this is still a tough situation. I think I have to give it up. I think I have to give it up and get Arrow in. I think that's what I have to do. And then Rock Slide hits everything for okay here. Skarmory has more health than I'd like. That's fine though. We can switch in our own Skarmory. And then we roar. And I have the faster roar. Awesome. Salamence last. Uh-huh. I toxic you. You have Fire Blast. Fuck. Uh, well, we know Rock Slide destroys the universe. You just gotta get Tar in. Go for Crunch. Salamence. We go for Crunch. Lowered Spadef. Go for Crunch again. EQ, sad. So no brick break, I guess. Gengar probably just heals off of us, which is annoying. Oh, but I live and I kill it? Yeah, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Leave the premises? We probably still lose the Skarmory, but there's a way here. There's a way. We just gotta crunch. That's fine, that's fine. Aerodactyl, Rock Slide goes crazy. Rock Slide goes crazy. We just need the stars to align. We need to win the speed tie. Oh my god. That's what I'm talking about. We just gotta go. We just gotta go. We gotta hope. Protect. It's just gonna be this. This is just gonna be the game. Double protect, that's annoying. Triple protect? No way, this is how it ends. Do I just get protect stalled by Skarmory? No way. This is a pathetic endgame. That's so much for nothing. Crit? No. Yeah, wow. Struggle? Oh, struggle's not doing anything though. Do I still win in this endgame? I might. Oh, Skarmory's out of protect. Oh no, 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 no. I might be able to do this. This is a. It has Peck. You just weren't using Peck this whole time. What the hell? You're such an asshole. What? It's. Oh my god. 1%. So sad. Oh wow. I don't think I can do another one after that. That was insane. Oh my god, I'm just like Jim Cool for real. Anyway, those are the ups and downs of Superman. It's green? My camera became green? How did that happen? When did that happen? Oh my god. It's been an hour and 47 minutes. Oh, I gotta stop this. Holy shit. Have a good night.